Have you ever felt like you have big dreams, but just can't find the energy to chase them? Do you feel ambitious, but also a little bit lazy? If so, this story is for you. There was once a young man named Samir. He was full of dreams. He imagined himself as a successful entrepreneur, traveling the world and living a life of complete freedom. He wanted respect, wealth, and the satisfaction of building something great. Everyone who knew him saw this fire in his eyes and admired his ambition. But there was a catch, a big one. Samir was incredibly lazy. He would spend hours just scrolling through his phone, lost in an endless feed of distractions. He'd lie in bed, daydreaming about his glorious future, but never actually took a single step towards it. His friends would often tell him, "Samir, you have so much potential. Why don't you do anything with it?" He'd just nod, a familiar promise echoing in his mind. Tomorrow. Tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow was always the same. His ambition was a powerful engine, but it had no fuel. He was stuck in a cycle of dreaming without doing, and it was starting to weigh on him. He felt the gap between the person he wanted to be and the person he was growing wider every single day. One sunny afternoon, Samir's grandfather, a wise old man with kind eyes and a lifetime of experience, called him over. They sat together in the garden, the old man watching his grandson's restless energy. "Samir," he began, his voice calm and steady, "you have a brilliant fire inside you. I see it. But a fire alone doesn't cook a meal. You must feed it fuel. That fuel is action, effort, and discipline. Without them, your dreams will always remain just dreams, beautiful but out of reach." Samir listened, a familiar wave of frustration washing over him. He sighed. "I know, Grandpa. I want to be successful more than anything. But I just feel so tired all the time. I feel overwhelmed. I don't even know where to start." His grandfather smiled gently. "That's where most people get it wrong," he said. "Lazy people, or rather people who feel lazy, think they need some monumental burst of effort to begin. They wait for a huge wave of motivation that never comes. But the truth is, consistency always beats intensity. You don't need to move the mountain in one day. Just start with one small stone. Do a little every day, and soon enough you'll look back and see the mountain has moved." That night, his grandfather's words echoed in Samir's mind. Consistency beats intensity. He lay in bed, his phone in his hand, ready to fall into the usual pattern of mindless scrolling. But this time, something felt different. He put the phone down. He decided to try something new, something small. He grabbed a dusty notebook and a pen. For the very first time, he didn't just dream about his goals. He wrote them down. Then, he did what his grandfather suggested. He broke his huge, intimidating dreams into small, manageable daily tasks. Things like read for just 30 minutes about business, practice a new skill for 1 hour, save a tiny amount of money each week. They seemed almost too small to make a difference, but it was a start. It was a plan. The beginning was tough, really tough. His old habits were like a strong current, constantly pulling him back towards the comfortable shores of laziness. The temptation to just watch one more video, to sleep in for another hour, was immense. But every time he resisted that urge, every time he chose the small, productive task instead, he felt a tiny spark of pride ignite within him. It was a new feeling, a satisfying one. "I can do this," he would whisper to himself, clinging to that small victory. Weeks turned into months. The changes weren't dramatic at first, but they were real. Samir started to notice that his mind felt sharper. His energy levels, which had always been low, were slowly but surely increasing. He found himself completing tasks he had put off for years. Each small action was like a drop of water, and together they were beginning to fill a bucket. Every day that he chose discipline over comfort, he felt himself transforming, becoming more like the ambitious, capable person he had always imagined. One day, A friend who hadn't seen him in a while asked, "Samir, what happened? You were always the laziest guy I knew, and now you're achieving so much. How did you do it?" Samir smiled, a genuine, confident smile he hadn't worn before. "I learned a simple but powerful lesson," he explained. "I learned that ambition without action is completely worthless. It's just a fantasy. You can dream all you want, but only consistent, daily effort turns those dreams into reality. I was lazy, yes, and a part of me still is. But I decided that my ambition had to be stronger than my excuses." Years later, Samir became the successful man he had always dreamed of being. He built his business, traveled the world, and found the freedom he craved. He didn't achieve it because he was suddenly gifted with superhuman willpower or because he was born a hard worker. He achieved it because he embraced the power of small, consistent steps. His laziness didn't vanish overnight, but he learned to manage it. He learned that every small choice every single day is what truly builds a successful life. So, what's the one small step you can take today? If this story resonated with you and gave you a little spark of inspiration, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We share stories every day to help you stay motivated and grow a little wiser. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.